most valuable thing you can achieve after a long journey is inner peace, where all worries and troubles fade away, making room for profound tranquility. The later years of life are a time to reflect on the past, when every memory and emotion becomes clearer and more meaningful, reminding us of the true value of what we've experienced. Waking up each morning becomes a gift, a simple yet profound joy in continuing to experience life. As time passes, the absence of loved ones leaves an irreplaceable void, and loneliness sometimes envelops you, even with people around. Looking back at life's changes, you realize the impermanence of everything, leading you to cherish each remaining moment even more. As every step and thought slows down, you find the value in stillness and the deep contemplation that time brings. The decline in health is not just a physical loss, but a challenge to patience and the acceptance of oneself. Life teaches you to be deeply grateful for the simple things, from the care of loved ones to the small joys of daily life. In the later years, you become more sensitive to the changes around you, from the emotions of those close to you to the subtle shifts in nature. When time becomes the most precious thing, you learn to slow down, enjoy every moment, and avoid chasing after superficial things. Looking back on your life's journey, the feeling of contentment and pride in your contributions is a great comfort, assuring you that life has not been in vain. The pain of missing a departed spouse is an enduring ache, but it also serves as a reminder of the deep love you are fortunate to have. Life gradually simplifies as you realize that true happiness doesn't lie in complexity, but in the simple and sincere things. Acceptance and gratitude help you let go of unnecessary expectations, finding joy in the simplest and most ordinary things. The greatest joy is not in what you receive, but in what you can share, especially the life lessons you can pass down to the next generation. As the world around you changes rapidly, adapting becomes more challenging, but it also stirs a deep appreciation for traditional values. Love for family, especially grandchildren, grows stronger and deeper, becoming a significant source of motivation each passing day. Learning to let go of things you can't change is a precious lesson that frees your soul from unnecessary burdens. Time may be running short, but the most valuable thing is knowing how to live fully in the present, finding joy in the simple things each day brings. Freedom in your mind, when no longer bound by societal expectations, allows you to live authentically. Laughter and humor become a healing balm, helping you overcome challenges and keep your spirit bright. There comes a point where you realize you no longer need to prove anything to anyone, as your value has already been established over time. Years of experience grant you a deeper understanding of life as people and relationships, leading to greater empathy and compassion. Acceptance of things that cannot be changed is a sign of maturity, helping you find peace amidst adversity. Even with family nearby, there can be voids that cannot be filled, a sense of absence that you learn to live with. Physical aches and fatigue are inevitable, but it's also a time to cultivate patience and face life's challenges with grace. Keeping your spirit optimistic is how you find joy in the little things, no matter how many challenges life presents. Reflecting on the contributions you've made to your family and society fills you with pride, offering great solace as you live out your remaining days. Wisdom doesn't just come from knowledge, but from the ability to perceive things with clarity and nuance, thanks to life's experiences. Sometimes you feel forgotten in the flow of life, but it's also a time to find joy and peace within yourself. The moments of the past evoke deep memories, reminding you of the constant changes in the world and the value of the past. The fear of losing the ability to think clearly always lingers, but it also reminds you to treasure each moment of lucidity. Nature becomes a comforting companion, bringing peace and tranquility as you immerse yourself in the wind, sunlight, and changing seasons. Wisdom isn't just about knowledge, but about the ability to see through the small details and deeply understand the essence of life. Even after many years, the yearning for love remains, and sometimes just a simple hug is enough to warm the heart. Accepting and appreciating help from others is a lesson in humility, as you realize no one can navigate everything alone. Awareness of time becomes more profound, encouraging you to cherish each second, every moment, as a final gift. Acceptance of everything, as it is not surrender, but a sign of inner peace and deep understanding of life. Nostalgia for cherished memories reminds you that every experience, no matter how small, has shaped who you are today. Losing loved ones leaves an irreplaceable void, but it also drives you to continue living with their memories close to your heart. When everything slows down, it's not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity to savor each moment with peace and greater depth. Years of experience make you more perceptive in observing the world around you, from the subtle emotions of loved ones to small changes in nature. Self-reflection is not to judge oneself, but to find what truly matters, helping you live the remaining days with more meaning. The smallest things, like a cup of tea, a flower, or a beautiful morning, become increasingly precious, as happiness truly comes from the simplest of pleasures. Although death is inevitable, the fear of it never entirely disappears, reminding you of life's fragility and the importance of living each day to the fullest. Even after many years, the feeling of having left things unfinished remains, but it also drives you to continue striving to live more meaningfully. Family is not just where you return to, but the greatest source of strength and comfort, especially when time is running out. We're no longer constrained by societal expectations. You can think freely and authentically, living true to your real values. After many years of struggle and learning, making peace with yourself becomes the most important thing, allowing you to live in serenity and happiness. Solitude is not just the absence of loved ones, but also time to face yourself, finding peace and gaining a deeper understanding of life. Satisfaction with what you've achieved doesn't mean you stop striving, but it's a way to appreciate your accomplishments and continue living with joy and tranquility. Fatigue, in both body and mind, is inevitable, but it's also a time to learn how to rest and enjoy the peace of the remaining moments. The decline in memory doesn't just bring challenges, but sometimes creates humorous and lighthearted moments when you face difficulties more positively. Seeing the progress of your children and grandchildren brings pride and joy, knowing that the values you've passed on are being carried forward and developed. The acceptance of what cannot be changed is a sign of wisdom, helping you live peacefully and free from unnecessary worries. Recovering from an illness brings not only joy, but also a reminder of the preciousness of health and life. The greatest pride isn't in personal achievements, but in the unity and love within your family, providing the strongest motivation to overcome any challenges. Compassion is not just understanding others, but also the ability to forgive and be more tolerant, allowing you to live harmoniously and lightly. Years of experience help you change your perspective, simplifying life, focusing on what really matters, and letting go of what isn't necessary. The ability to be self-reliant and independent in thought and action helps you live a free life, unbound by external pressures, a gift of maturity. Humility is the most valuable quality, helping you see everything rightly and maintain respect for others. Knowing your limits isn't a weakness, but the strength to live realistically and happily. The most precious thing is the connection with family and loved ones, providing invaluable comfort in the final chapters of life. Time is no longer an enemy, but a companion, teaching you to slow down and appreciate the small things you once overlooked. Wisdom doesn't come from books, from vivid experiences and past mistakes, helping you understand life and people more deeply. Listening isn't just about hearing with your ears, but understanding with your heart, allowing you to empathize with the deep feelings of others. Only when health begins to decline do you realize that nothing is more valuable than a healthy body and a clear mind. Eventually, you must learn to say goodbye, not just to loved ones, but also to parts of life you've deeply bonded with. Tranquility becomes a state of mind where you're no longer disturbed by external worries and pressures. Forgiveness isn't just releasing others, but freeing yourself from unnecessary grudges and suffering. Friends who've journeyed through the years with you become precious gems, offering encouragement and joy that can't be found anywhere else. Letting go isn't about giving up, but learning to live lighter, not clinging to the past to find freedom in your soul. Thank you for watching the entire video. If this video is good, please leave comment number 1 and subscribe to the channel to watch the next videos.